What's good, y'all? Um, Back with another video. If you didn't know, my name is Deshaun, and today we're gonna be learning about the Fibonacci. So first of all, I'm gonna show you what the Fibonacci is. Um, it's just a sequence of numbers. It was made by this Italian guy in like the 1100s. Yeah, a mathematician, Leonardo Bonacci. Y'all can look up him yourself. I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all the sequence. So basically, the Fibonacci sequence is the, the previous number plus the next number to get the next number. That makes sense. So like 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So on and so on. So what traders did was found a way to implement that in charting, like for technical analysis. So today I'm gonna just show you guys how to actually use it. So like I have these charts up for you guys. So I have AMD, Tesla, Netflix, and SPY. So these are the four I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on today. So I'm gonna just pick a random spot. So it's not like I knew how it was gonna go. So let's just say from like right here. So let me take these studies off so it's not as cluttered. Alright, bet. Oh, laptop's about to die. Alright, so what you want to do is, first of all, click on Fibonacci Retracements. So what we're doing is we're going to plot from the low to the high. So let's find the low. It was at, and if you didn't see, I'm charting on Thinkorswim. If anybody doesn't know what this is, you can use the Fibonacci on TradingView as well, but today I'm gonna be using Thinkorswim. So what you want to do is find the low, which is right here, 6702, and then find the high, which is probably this one. So let's say, what is that, 87.29. All right, so boom. Once you have your low and your high plotted, just wait, honestly. So let me show you what the coefficients that you're going to use are even. So these top two are going to be your, get somebody outside shoot fireworks. But these top two are going to be your targets. So type in -0.27 and -0.618. These two will be your targets. 0 will be next. You can just take this one off, the 0.236. Type this one as 0.382, so 38.2%. 0.5, 0.618, 0.786, and then 1, which is the same as 100%. And these are other ones that you need. So take a picture of this, write it down, and put it into you guys' chart. All right, so plot from the low, go to the high. So now, this is on the 4 hour, 6 months, 4 hour. So this is going to obviously take a few days to pan out because it's on a bigger time frame. But you can do this all the way onto the 1 minute if you would like. But I'm just showing you guys how it would be on the 4 hours. So like if you were a swing trader, you would know when to get in. So once you have the top plotted, this is where you would enter at. This is your entry point. So it's 87.29. excuse me. So it's at 87.29. So so after it hit it, it retraced. It went back down to the 50%. So whenever you're looking at this, there's not a specific one it's gonna go back to. There's just a possibility that it might go to one of them. So you still have to have your other support and resistances drawn on this as well. So like I would have one right here as a resistance. I have a resistance right here, and I could have a support right here. All right. So back to put it back on retracements. All right, so we're just gonna see how it panned out. So this was the 13th. So this is the last day that we saw. So we're just gonna pretend like this is the last day that we saw. So whatever day the 13th was of August, we're just gonna keep going. So boom. So we're just gonna wait. All right. So it actually took until the 26th. So 13 days exactly from where we started. So you would have just been watching this until you could have day traded this in between. So after it dropped here, you could have not scalped, but you could have day traded it up. You could have scalped it. You could have day traded it down a little bit, up and then down. These would have been day trade moments. But for the big swing, you would wait for it to get back over here to 87.29, which it did. All right, so this is on the 26th. Couldn't do it again. Retrace back down to that support that we drew around it. Supports don't have to be exactly at this specific point. Okay, so boom, it actually broke it on the 1st of September. And as you can see, this was a big candle. So like whenever it breaks, it's gonna be big volume always. And look where it exactly went to. It went exactly to here the first day before dropping back down. Second day, it went through here. So we're gonna make this a resistance. So this was the highs that AMDs have been since. So we have our next target at 99.82, so basically 100. So we're going to be waiting for it to cross this 92.76 for that. So after it did that, where we're at now. So we're right here, right? As of right now, we're at the 50%. So it's been holding it for the past 3 days. So with that being said, I'm looking for it to bounce. I don't know for sure. We're just gonna have to see what it does. But I am looking because if it's bottoming out and it's not going any lower, obviously buyers are going to start coming in. So you could draw like a support diagonally and see how it follows with that. Or you could also draw one going horizontally down. And if AMD stays below this, it's going to keep falling. But if it can get above this or this one and stay above 79, we can get back to at least 81. So that's how you would do the Fibonacci for calls. So let's try it for puts. So I'm gonna actually type Tesla on here. Oops. All right, cool. Sorry about that. That was an old one. It was pretty cluttered. I need to delete it anyways. All right, so the same goes for puts. So we gotta find a downtrend where it's been going down. So we could say like this one. I'm trying to find a good downtrend. I guess this one will have to do. All right, so cool. All right, so we see the downtrend. What we're waiting for is for a moment, the moment it tries to bounce back up. That's what we're waiting for. So as I said before, this is on a 4 hour. I'm gonna show you guys it on a smaller time frame, but as of right now, I'm showing you on the 4 hour. So okay, so cool, it made a high right here. So this will be your swing high. So now we're just waiting for it to bounce like a actual retracement, which will be like around here, right? So then so let's pretend that this is all we see. Okay, so this is all we see, and this is on the 4th of September. Okay, so once again, we have it right here at the 4th of September. So what you want to do is go ahead and have it on your Fibonacci retracement. Hit the top at 538.75. And then we're just going to go to the low. So the low is 372.02. Alright, so from this, like if this September 4th is the last day you see, this is what your target is, 327. So we're aiming for it to go to 327 if it breaks below 372.02 on the 4 hour. So it may take, a day or it could be the same day. We just gotta see how it is. And then the second one is 268. I don't think it will ever get that low, but let's see what it did. Next day, it went up, it opened up below it. So you could have seen this pre-market that it was already falling below it and known to get those puts if it tried to come back up, which it did. It tried to come back up to 366 and then it went dropped all the way to 327 all day. So the last candle closed at 331. Literally broke it, bounced right off of this. Zoom out a little bit. And it's been going back up. So after it broke here, you would have known it's gonna go to that one. So after it hits the first target, normally it's gonna try to bounce. So what I would do is if it gets close to the target, just go ahead and get out because it's gonna try to bounce back up. And if it can't hold, it's gonna go back down. And if it's probably gonna break through the second time. This isn't an example of it, but I'm gonna try to find one for you guys. But obviously this one it bounced up and kept going. So this one was a full retracement back to at least the 38.2, and now it's at the 50. So now it's probably call. So now we would try to do some calls for it. Show you that one right quick. Remove drawing. We can use this one right here. So cool. It hit here, retrace back down. So we're gonna use this one. The high of 378. I'm sorry, 398.99. 97 is cool enough. All right, cool. Look what we did. So, after it reversed, we saw this. We could have seen this, right? This is this one right here. So this is what we could have seen. You would have already done it once it reversed. Then you would have go ahead and start your Fibonacci. Once it reversed and you saw that it was going back up. So what we could have done is on another blank sheet, you could have done a call Fibonacci retracement. So the low to the high, it tried here. What did it do the next day? Broke through, which was today. Today Tuesday, the 15th of September. So broke through big volume like I said all the time. Went straight to that 327. Now after hours it went to, I'm sorry, this was Monday, and then today this was Tuesday. So today. So this was Monday, it broke out, boom, went straight to that 423. So after that I knew it was gonna go higher than 455 and up. So I actually swung a call from here, got it around here, swung it all the way up. Here I sold up here and I actually got another one. It was a risky play, but battery day is coming up on the 22nd, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna keep going. If I'm wrong, I just have to take my loss, have my stop loss ready, have my plan. So my plan is to get out if it goes below 423. So let's go to the next one, Netflix. And the reason I'm typing them over here is because I have moving averages already on here, and I kind of don't want to take them off on every screen. So I just took it off on this one. So these are all my moving averages. I'll make another video on that on how I use them, as along with the MACD and RSI and the volume. So all right, we're gonna do Netflix now. Let's just pick a random spot. We're gonna go back even further on this one. Let's just pick a random spot.
So alright, cool. We can try this one right here. So let's pretend this is all we know, and the 29th was the last day we saw. So this is how it looks up until now on the 6 month 4 hour. So what you would do is hit your low, right here at 97.86. Cool. And then your high, we chose this high because it hit it and then it retraced back down. So obviously now this is going to be a retracement sequence. So the high is at 474.01. Cool. All right. So now what we're going to wait for is it to go back through 474.01. So we said the 26th. It actually did it on the, what day is this? On the 1st. So it did it on the 1st. All right. So cool. So let's go back over here. We were on the 26th. Somewhere around here. Yep. All right. So we're just waiting for it to go through. So it literally did it the next day. So not next day, but a few days later. Broke through big candle as usual. So after this, you would have drawn your resistances. So now we know there's one here. We know there's a support down here now, right above it, above that 474. Okay, so now we're stuck in here. So now what we want to wait for is it to break out of this resistance, which it did. So it went to the next level, which was the first target of 494, right? It held that for the next day. 494, blah. So then, all right, cool. So now we're up here, broke through, large volume as usual, broke through here. This was just the target, but actually broke through it and went higher. So after this, you could have had some resistances right here. It held that support for the first 4 hours of the day. So you could have railed that 575 up, and then sold once it lost that support because there's not enough support to around here, which is 539. So that's almost a $20 drop. You don't want to be caught in that. All right, so that's one for Netflix. So I'm gonna delete it. Delete. Well, I'm gonna leave. I can leave those. Okay, so let's do one for the puts. I'm gonna actually change the time frame for once. Show you guys how you can use this on like a smaller time frame. Okay, so we're on a 5-day, 15-minute. All right, so how you could have used this for this? Let's say this is all you see. We're up to around 12 o'clock on the 15-minute, right? So we already know this was the period where it tried to retrace up. So this is where you would need to break through. So we're gonna go from the high, which is actually this one, 506.29. It's close enough. And then we're gonna go to around here, which one was lower? 504. Okay, so 498.22. This one was closer. Oh, I'm looking at it wrong. So this one was actually 495.44. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Long day. All right, so what we're waiting on. Oh yeah, so this one actually did what I was saying, where it bounces and comes back. So we said from 12 o'clock. So it's around 12 o'clock. This is all we see. So it finally broke through. What did it do? Went straight to that 27% at 492. Went straight to that. It tried to retrace back up, and like I said, if it can't get back over here, the entry point is gonna go back down, and it's gonna try to test that next target, which it did, and it actually kept going. So this could have been a great day for puts on the. And you just saw that on the 15-minute scale. Let me remove that. Let me go try to find an uptrend day. So the last one I'm gonna do tonight is SPY. Now, SPY isn't an actual stock. It's an ETF of SPY 500, so the top 500 businesses that move the stock market. So yeah, this isn't just one specific stock, but you can still use the Fibonacci with it. So let's give this an example. All right, so you have a high here. It hasn't been able to break it. What's the high? 388.06. Oh, 07, that's cool. And then the low was 333.86. Cool. All right, so we're in that range, $5 range. So once it couldn't go here, and it tried to go back up, it got smacked down. So we know this is the low right here already. So now that we see that it tried to go through here, we can go ahead and draw our Fibonacci right there. Now let's see what it does. It went right to it. After this candle, it went right to it. Let's find another example. All right, so this is another example. So low, it went up to here, it got smacked down. All right, so now we know it needs to get over here before us to even want to get in. So it needs to get over 351.4, right? And then the low is 339.24. Boom. All right, so now we're in this dollar range. So now you would do the Fibonacci, and mind you, this is only showing till like 12 o'clock, right? All right, so we're gonna hit this one, and we're gonna take it to here, 51.4, right? All right, so now we're gonna wait for it to break that. And what did I say? Big candle, always big volume candle. Look at the volume compared to that one, that one, that one. Highest volume in the past hour, past 3 hours. I'm sorry. So it broke through, boom, retraced, came back here. Great volume, went all the way to that next one, right almost to it, and went crazy the next day. Now, I'm not saying it will always do that, but that was a great example. Um, I'll show you on an even smaller time frame to show you that this works on any time frame. Like it's not a specific. All right, so let's say this one. So we see it made that high of the day. It came down right here. It bounced. It bounced right here. Right. So now we know that this is for puts. So 340.38. I'll just say 340.37, and then 338.07 or oh 08. Okay, right. So once it bounced here, we saw that it was gonna retrace. It went all the way back to around the 50%. Once we saw it start dropping, all right, we're gonna get ready for our puts. This would be considered a scalp. You see, it's on a 5-minute time frame, so this would have been like a quick play. So literally, it broke through, went all the way down, almost to the support, 337.55. So only 9 cents off. These are for scalps. These are for like people who like to get in and out of a trade really fast. Let me see if I can find another one. Here we go. All right, same exact thing. All right, so this is all we see. This this is all we see. Right? It's in the 5 minute. So we don't know what it's going to do yet. And it's all the way to about 12 o'clock. It's already tried to go up, couldn't get past here. So we could either do calls or puts actually, but it's in a choppy direction. So we would just continuously wait to see what it's going to do. After try here and bounce from right here. So I'm gonna draw support. Cool. All right, so as of right now, there's no sense of direction. But once it bounced, I'm gonna go back a little bit. All right, so once it bounced and tried again, but couldn't get off right here, boom, draw your Fibonacci from the high, swing high to right here. Let's see exactly what it did. Wow, held it, went try to retrace, broke it, big volume, went all the way to it, held that support around here, kept going all the way down to here. All right. So no matter what, let's go to the 15-minute. No matter what time frame you're on, I'm gonna delete these. I'm gonna just pick a random day. All right, it's on 5 days only. So let's just say 30 days. I'm just gonna pick a random day. Right. All right. We're just gonna say right here, right here, right here, right here. All right. Went up, down, held this, but it's looking like a upward trend, right? All right. So we're gonna say from right here, from this low, it has to get over this high of right here because this is the highest it went. You know, it got smacked down here last time. So it's gonna retrace. Once it breaks this, what's it gonna do? Went right to second target, broke through that first one. Not that big of volume, but if you look down here, the volume was actually bigger than the rest of these, like on the bar, like the bars itself. So that was some good volume. Went straight to that second one almost and held. So, guys, if I explained this well, please leave some comments below. If I didn't, I'll leave comments as well. I'll try to make another video if you guys still need me to go more in depth with it. Um, Please just like and subscribe. Show it to your friends, whoever else is traders who haven't seen the Fibonacci yet. This is a great tool to use. It really is. It's not 100% accurate. It's not going to work all the time, but I say probably like 8 out of 10 times it's been working for me. It's been some days it hasn't, but for the most part, it's been working every time. So just give it a try, play with it a little bit, like how I was just showing you all. You can even do on demand. I don't want to show you this because it's kind of slow on my laptop, but you can even do on demand and play around with it live. Or you could try it, one day live and see it and just test it out and paper trade it. But just give it a try, guys. There's always different strategies, so don't be scared to try something new. Thank you for watching the video, and once again, subscribe and like. Catch you guys in the next video.